Hello, I welcome you to Civics Learning.
In 2018, over 87 billion US dollar was spent on corporate training and development across the United States. But only 10 to 30% of this expenditure was actually transferred into results back in the workplaces. The spending on training was more than 350 billion US dollars globally in 2015. The total expenditure on corporate training has been on constant rise for almost last 30 years, as business organizations have been investing extensively on training and developments. An article by Dan Pontefract in Forbes magazine in 2019 revealed that most of the dollars spent and efforts put in for training, however, have been wasted. Business organizations have somehow become the victims of training robbery across the globe. Reports show that huge spending by companies on training their employees neither gives a good return nor leads to better organizational performance. So, what is the solution? How can we make corporate training successful? In this video, I will discuss 10 key roles and responsibilities that training managers have to play in order to make training at least worth its cost. Number 1. Need-based assessment before training. Training is not something that is given for a namesake. Instead, the attention should be given to initially evaluate employees, assess their performance, and identify weaknesses. These weaknesses need to be overcome, and this must be the focus of training. So decisions related to training, its modules, resource person, and methods can be made by considering the need assessment and the weaknesses of present and future employees. Number 2, behavioral change. A very important measure to improve the results of training and to overcome the issues of waste of corporate time, money, and efforts in training is to make behavioral change. It requires a high level of personal commitment and to transform the thought processes of employees above a particular line. Transforming employee behavior is one of the significant features of transformational leaders. Number 3, guided learning. Rather than giving training at some specific intervals, guided learning helps to embed continuous learning in employees to make them continually adapted to changing business environments. This is more important for those employees in the field of information technology, functional leads, employee onboards, and so on. Number 4, personalize your training. Use technologies and strategies to make training more personalized. People are very different in learning styles. So training modules and contents need to be more personalized to employees, and it is more applicable in information technology, functional leads, and cross-functional teams. Number 5, ongoing support. Providing employees with further support after a learning session through instant messages, social media group chat, voice messaging, chatbots, etc. will be helpful to provide ongoing support. Number 6, peer learning. It offers means of rapid and just-in-time learning. When an employee in the workplace has a doubt, for instance, he is more likely to ask a colleague instead of Googling it or refer to learning management system. So, peer learning workshops and sessions between trainees can be used for enhancing the results of training. Number 7, follow-up. Perhaps one of the most critical requirements for training managers to improve training outcome is continuous follow-up, in which training managers regularly interact with employees to ensure that they work as directed and trained. Number 8, develop evaluation procedures. Once training is given, it's very important to develop testing and evaluation procedures so that training managers will be able to understand how effective was the training and to monitor the progress and control deviations in their performance. Number 9, develop organizational learning culture. Human resource managers and training managers in particular should develop a bundle of organizational conventions, values, practices, and processes that can encourage employees and organizations to develop knowledge and competencies. Number 10. Develop analytics and practice them. Once training is given, it's very important for training managers to develop and use any analytical tools that can measure employee performance before and after training. For this, some quantitative tools and applications can be used.